Rackety rap, rackety rappers, and raps rapidly follow the rabbit into the rapids, and being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I am a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically, I am vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the spectre, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate. From the present, now, present, come out.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get him over the hump. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger. Now a chance to see a second Indianapolis Colt come off the board.
I told him it, practice it. I'm about to fill you up the status. Rock with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event.
So with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, and that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front or get yourself a player in what we call, maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there.
You want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing, and you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings.
Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. And now, which side of the football will they address here? And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way.
He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my that can get it independent and he looking for no love though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. He trying to stunt and give me drinks. I got the bottle in the section and I promise with the face.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. It was the Eagles that shocked the Patriots in Foxborough last year who will get the upper hand here as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll give it to him here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down, Eagles.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there. But you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
Flushed out right. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On the sneak, Rivers. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned. And they wind up picking up the first down.
Rivers to throw this time. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Oh, he rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That could be a downside of putting together a team in draft champions week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Manning now to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Ebron caught left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Manning eluding the pressure right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's right. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Dancing to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. On 2nd down, here's Manning. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning, a dump off to Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ezekiel Elliott, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dialed up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Quan Alexander in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 2nd down, Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now Rivers on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. More from Minneapolis after this. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And right with it here over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Manning throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Into the red zone now. Manning, a dump off for Abdullah. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Shift together here from the D-line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Charles, you give me a water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. One man in the backfield, Elliott. To throw is Manning, and he's got Moncrief. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch. The ball, and I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Manning completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now Manning, a hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw, it's Manning. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Throwing is Manning on third down. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Rivers escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So fourth and... They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. It's caught left side. Tammy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And now out come the Patriots. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dan Williams in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now Manning on the bootleg. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now a Wildcat look. It's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Rivers to throw this time. Being chased out left. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Rivers to throw it. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have...
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of